Now, I want to switch gears and talk about some of the stuff you've done outside of wrestling. I know you've done a lot of charity work and have helped out around your community. What kinds of things have you done to help out over the years?
So, a charity that I give to is PDSA. So it basically provides care for sick and injured animals, for people that struggle financially. So I was once at a bad point with a dog that I had years ago, and I had to get help. So whenever I can, that's one charity that I want to and will always kind of help. Because obviously everyone, it's sometimes kind of struggle, and I'm open to say that I did. And my dog was really sick, and if it wasn't for them, she could have died. So that one. And obviously, I'm an animal lover. Um, a charity that I really do want to go, they do protest 24/7, which I know probably sounds scary, but it's a good protest. Is Camp Beagle, which I discovered from going into a body shop store. And they were handing out flyers, and it's basically one place in England where it's a puppy farm for beagles, and they're used for to be shipped off to toxicology labs. So one day I want to go there and join in with them. They also sell merchandise as well. So yeah, but anything, if I can, I will happily help with, um, especially with animals because they're just so helpless and they're lovable. So
They definitely are. How long have you had
yeah.
your dog?
So I've got So Lula, who passed away, in the end, she died a few years ago. And then I have a 4-year-old Chow Chow and a 2-year-old Chow Chow.
Hmm.
So I didn't have all the dogs when I was wrestling, but I do now.
Dogs are just incredible, because I mean, you take care of them, give them life and love and give them love and really just they're very like, they say they're man's best friend, um, or
Mm,
woman's best friend. Being able to have like a companion, whenever you're feeling alone or you're feeling down, are like comforting.
they're
Um,
therapy, literally, they are, yeah.
it's just you really could use, um, whenever you're going through something and it's hard to find, whenever you're going through a struggle, you can always count on a dog or any kind of pet,
Yeah,
to help, get you through whatever you're going through. And I think that having a dog or two can help, get you through whatever pain you're going through. And so
yeah,
it's good that you have, companions that just that really can help, ease you through whatever stress you're having and just are there for you. And I think
yeah,
that's
no,
amazing.
definitely. Yeah, they are. Like at times I do think if it wasn't for my dogs, um, a few years ago I went through a really bad point in my life, and it's kind of like they were the things getting me out of bed to go and walk them because they have to be walked, they have to be left looked after. And I was so down, and they were the one things that were kind of perking me up. Um, so it's like when I at one point I had 3 dogs before my first one died, and yeah, when I wanted to buy the latest one, everyone was like, "No, why do you need a third dog?" And dun dun dun. And I'm just like, "You won't understand. Like, you won't understand. Like, just because, yeah, they're great." So,
Yeah, to be able to have a companion like that, just it really gets you through the day. It really, there's
yeah.
nothing like it in the world. So you've been giving back. How long have been working with this charity for?
So I basically send donations, and that's probably over the last 2 years, 2.5 years, yeah.
Hmm. So I think it's good to really, when you find something that you're passionate about, like animal rescue.
Yeah,
Um, it's there's no greater feeling when you're being able to help whatever cause that's out there, because you just never know what anybody's going through, whether it's for a pet or for, a loved one or someone that's sick. Being able to, find something that you love to do and are passionate about, there's nothing like it.
No.
What is it about giving back to you that gives you the most joy?
So from me giving back to a charity, do you mean? Sorry.
Yeah, like,
Yeah. I think like with animal ones, like it just I feel it because I needed help. So I know there's people out there that also do need that help. For me, it was either at the time to rehome and lose my animal. Like I was looking into things like where people could possibly temporary help. And even at one point, I remember with my dog, it's hard because I don't want to say too much, like say too much stuff out there. But yeah, basically, like I was struggling, and if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have been able to help my dog. Um, and it then makes you think of how people feel that are desperate for help, and vet bills are horrific, you know. Um, and chow chows are quite an expensive breed. So even things of like insurance, like paying like £90 a month, it's just, whoosh. And then you just think, oh, it'll be fine, nothing's going to happen. And um, yeah, so I know how other people feel. Like if they're struggling and they don't want to lose, their loved one, oh, it's easy enough to pay £150 and have a dog put to sleep. Whereas, if you can say get £800 and then have your dog fit and healthy and alive, um, yeah, so it's just relatable because I've been there. So I know. And as much as it's embarrassing saying, it's also kind of like, I am a real person, crap happens in people's lives.
Yeah, it's
Mm,
hard, to lose a pet, especially when you've had them for a long time. And I'm sure I'd imagine, you've had those memories, um, that go back so many years, and it's
mm,
tough to for that to end, for that to just
mm.
stop.
Yeah. And then, yeah, with the Camp Beagle thing, that just really got me because the leaflet that the lady passed me in the shop, it was a photo of the beagles with basically like gas mask cones on their faces. And I was like, what the hell? And she was like, yeah, this happens at a puppy farm. And I didn't even, like, so many people that I know now that know of this cause in England, you didn't think animals were being tested on, especially dogs. Dogs are being bred to have a gas mask on and go to toxicology labs. Like, it's disgusting. Um, and they're always preaching out people to sign the petition. I've even spoke to random people that are now aware of it. I think as well from some celebrities kind of plugging the charity. But the thought of it is just disturbing because I just didn't think that happened in England. Like, did not think that happened. Um, and yeah, so one day I want to go there. Even though I know it'd be horrible, I've seen people that have gone there, and now and then they do events to help raise money for their charity. So I remember seeing the once that they collabed with a tattoo artist, and it was like you could pay, say, like £30 and have like the outline of your dog's head tattooed on you, and then that money was donated to that charity. And I can remember I really wanted to do it, but it was my friend's birthday weekend. Um, but something like that, it's meaningful because I love animals, I love dogs. um so yeah, that's another one that is disturbing and upsetting, and that financially, if I can in the future, I'd love to be able to donate as well to them, or if I see anything on their Instagram reaching out to people, like I'd happily help.
Yeah. I think that, it's when you find something you love and are passionate about, be as active as you possibly can because it just goes a long way. Kindness really, spreads so far.